Did you know that some of the biggest chart-topping tracks in 2025 were made entirely inside Ableton Live 12, often in a single-bedroom studio? But here's the shocking part. Most beginners quit Ableton within the first week because they feel overwhelmed by the interface. And trust me, mistake number one at the end of this video is what silently kills creativity for new producers. So make sure you watch till the end, because this tutorial could save you months of frustration and fast-track your music production journey. If you're opening Ableton Live 12 for the first time and thinking, where do I even start? You're in the right place. Ableton Live 12 is not just an updated a major evolution of how music is created in 2025. The biggest change is the enhanced MIDI editing system, which now allows more expressive control with scale awareness and probability tools. Ableton has also improved workflow speed, meaning fewer clicks and more creativity. With AI-assisted MIDI transformations and improved browser search, producers can now find sounds faster than ever. These updates are specifically designed to help beginners feel less lost and more productive. If you're new, Live 12 is actually the best version to start with. When you first open Ableton Live 12, it might look intimidating, but it's actually very logical once you understand it. Ableton has two main views, Session View and Arrangement View. Session View is perfect for experimenting, looping ideas, and live performance. Arrangement View is where you build full songs from start to finish. In 2025, Ableton refined the visual layout, making clips easier to see and manage. Beginners should spend time understanding both views because switching between them is the secret to a fast workflow. Session View is Ableton's most powerful feature for beginners, even though many skip it. This is where you can load sounds, try drum patterns, and jam without worrying about song structure. Each column is a track, and each row is a scene that plays together. In Ableton Live 12, Session View now includes better clip modulation tools, allowing more creative loops. This view encourages experimentation and removes the fear of doing it wrong. Think of it as your musical sketchpad. Arrangement View is where your music becomes a finished track. This is a traditional timeline where you place clips from left to right. In Live 12, Ableton added smarter snapping and cleaner automation lanes, making editing smoother. Beginners should drag ideas from Session View directly into Arrangement View. This workflow is faster than building songs from scratch. Once you understand this process, creating full tracks becomes much less intimidating. Before you make your first beat, proper setup is crucial. Start by setting your tempo at the top left. Most beginners forget this step. In 2025, Ableton added recommended tempo ranges based on genre presets. Next, choose between an audio track or MIDI track. MIDI tracks control instruments, while audio tracks record vocals or samples. Naming and color-coding tracks early will save you confusion later. These small habits make a huge difference long-term. Ableton Live 12 comes packed with high-quality instruments and sounds. From wavetable to drift and updated drum racks, beginners don't need third-party plugins right away. In 2025, Ableton improved preset tagging, making it easier to find genre-specific sounds. Simply drag an instrument onto a MIDI track and start playing. You can use your computer keyboard as a MIDI keyboard if you don't have hardware. This makes Ableton extremely beginner-friendly. Creating MIDI is where beginners feel scared, but it's actually simple. Double-click in an empty clip slot to create a MIDI clip. You'll see a piano roll where notes can be drawn with a mouse. Ableton Live 12 introduced scale locking, meaning you can't hit wrong notes anymore. This is a game changer for beginners in 2025. You can now focus on creativity instead of music theory, stress. Drum Rack is one of Ableton's most powerful tools. Each pad represents a drum sound, making beat creation visual and intuitive. Live 12 added improved groove templates and velocity randomization. Beginners can start with pre-made kits and tweak them later. You don't need complex rhythms, simple beats work best when learning. The key is consistency, not complexity. Effects are what make your track sound professional. Ableton Live 12 includes EQ8, compressor, reverb, and delay, all beginner essentials. In 2025, Ableton improved visual feedback, helping beginners understand what effects are actually doing. Start with EQ and reverb only. Adding too many effects early is a common mistake. Learn what each effect does before stacking more. Automation is how you add life to your tracks. It controls volume, filter sweeps, and effect changes over time. Ableton Live 12 made automation lanes cleaner and easier to edit. Beginners should start with simple volume automation. This alone can make your track sound more dynamic. Automation turns loops into songs. Once your track is done, exporting it properly matters. Go to File, then Export Audio, Video, choose WAV for highest quality or MP3 for sharing. Ableton Live 12 now includes smarter export presets for streaming platforms in 2025. Always listen to your exported track before uploading. This step is often rushed, but it's critical. Here's the mistake that shocks most beginners: trying to be perfect too early. Many people spend hours tweaking sounds instead of finishing songs. In 2025, professional producers focus on speed and consistency, not perfection. Finish tracks, even if they're bad. Every finished project makes you better. This mindset shift alone can transform your music journey. Ableton Live 12 is one of the most powerful DAWs ever created, and beginners in 2025 have more tools than ever before. Don't rush. Learn step by step. Focus on finishing music, not comparing yourself to others. If you stay consistent, results will come faster than you expect. And remember, every pro producer once opened Ableton for the first time, just like you.